What's going on, Lead Gen Beast? Matty Ice here, Leads for Locals. In this video, I want to walk you through step by step how to build a smart CRM pipeline for your business. I was inspired to do this video because I did a live training at a mastermind in the Dominican Republic not that long ago. It was super cool, a lot of fun. But I got some really good feedback on this portion of the training, so I figured I'd share it with you guys because at the end of the day, having a smart CRM pipeline in your business is very, very important for organizing, like keeping our leads and clients organized, seeing where people are at in our sales process. But also there's some really cool things that we can do to help us close more sales. Make sure that our leads are not falling through the cracks. Think about how much time, energy, money, effort is put into building your pipeline, getting those leads into your ecosystem and generating them. We want to make sure that we're doing everything we can to turn those leads into clients and customers, obviously, right? So having a smart CRM pipeline in your business is going to be crucial for that. All right. So make sure you stick to the end. First, we're going to talk about how to map out your pipeline and basically map out your sales process. We're also going to talk about mapping out different holes in the bucket, holes in your sales process where you can lose opportunities. We want to make sure we're recapturing and recovering those opportunities. And then I'm going to take you into the HighLevel system and show you how to actually build this. So we're using HighLevel today. You guys may or may not know, if you're new to the channel, welcome. But I'm a huge fan of HighLevel. It gives us everything that we need for our the marketing side of our business. It is absolutely fantastic. I've done tons of videos on it. But I'm going to take you into the HighLevel system and show you exactly how to build this pipeline. If you do want to give it a try and you haven't used HighLevel before, if you do want to support the channel, assuming you find this video helpful, I will have an affiliate link to it in the description that gives you a 30-day free trial plus a HighLevel boot camp so you can get off to a really good start utilizing HighLevel for your business. So let me go ahead and share my screen and let's get into this. So how to build a smart CRM for your business. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So let's talk about first, I kind of alluded to this a little bit already, but why do we want a smart CRM in our business? So obviously we want to stay organized with our leads and clients. We can utilize it to help us stay in contact with our leads as well. By automatically sending out communication to them. I'm going to show you step by step exactly how to do that, guys. It is really, really powerful stuff. And at the end of the day, this is going to help us close more sales because if our leads are organized, we know exactly who we need to be contacting and following up with, et cetera. We're not letting our leads fall through the cracks, and we're able to automatically stay in touch with them with this pipeline. That's naturally just going to lead to more sales, which is why a big part of why we're in business, right? So that's why we want to put this together. How do we build it? So we're going to be using HighLevel, like I mentioned, 30-day free trial in the description. The first step, though, is we want to map out your sales process. We want to make sure that we have a stage in the pipeline for every single step of the sales process. And the way to think about this is if you think about the journey that your clients go through from start to finish when they're first introduced to your brand or business, all the way to becoming a client, what are all of the steps and stages that they go through to get from brand new exposure, introduction to your business to closed client? What are those steps? You need to write those out. All right. And then where do you commonly lose clients or customers in the sales process? This is a very important part of your smart CRM pipeline as well, because we're able to hopefully, or at least significantly increase the chances of recovering those lost opportunities when you have a smart CRM pipeline like this, because we can automate the communication to these people, to those potential lost opportunities, right? So where are the holes in your sales process where you typically lose people? Start to think about that. All like the last 10 customers or clients that you've lost, what caused them to not become a client? Did they not show up for an appointment? Did they give you a wrong number? Did they tell you they want to think about it? Whatever, right? So you want to identify the holes in your sales process because we're going to implement that into our pipeline as well. All right, so here's an example of a sales process. We have the initial opt-in. So maybe there's a lead magnet that you offer, some type of discount, a checklist, free guide, masterclass, webinar, whatever. All right, maybe then they're contacted. Maybe you're not able to get in touch with them. All right, so those are different stages in your pipeline. Maybe give them an opportunity to book an appointment. So that's going to be a stage as well. Maybe there's an application process within your business. So you send out an application and then you wait to receive the application, right? So those are different stages in the sales process. Maybe there's an underwriting or approval process that people go through. All right. Those are different stages in your pipeline. And then, of course, client close. And I'm going to show you a real example of a real pipeline that I put together in one of my marketing systems here in just a minute. But these are just some ideas to get you thinking. All right. Examples of where we can lose clients. Like I said, giving us a wrong number, not answering the phone, not responding to messages. Maybe they didn't show up for an appointment. Maybe you sent the application, but they haven't sent it back. All right. That's an opportunity where you might lose that client. If you don't get that application back, then we might lose that opportunity, might lose that sale. All right. So that needs to be a stage in the pipeline so that we can communicate with that person as efficiently as possible to try and get that application received. Final signature not received. Wants to think about it. Call me in 6 months, whatever it is. Another way to think about this too is what are the common objections that you get where you lose clients? You could create stages in your pipeline for that as well. All right, so those are just some examples. Let me actually take you into the HighLevel system here. This is for the business loan industry. I have a marketing system for that. And this is one of the pipelines. All right. And you can see, I mean, the layout here it's very, very user friendly. It's one of the things I love about HighLevel. It's very easy to use. Doesn't take a long time to get comfortable with. And there's really cool stuff that you can do. But you can see, I'll just take you through this pipeline here really quick. You know, these first 3 stages are different lead magnets that my clients can offer to people to generate leads. So we got a funding plan, a free business funding toolkit, free business funding checklist, and clients can use that to generate leads. So they're going to be at that's what starts the sales process. It's the very first part, right? So once people opt in for that, they'll have their own contact card, etc. All right, now as we progress throughout the pipeline here, all right, we have survey completed. So basically the next step in our sales process for our marketing system is we offer them a free custom business funding plan. It's essentially the same thing as a free quote. And we take them to a questionnaire, or we send them to a questionnaire, and we get more information about their business, right? And typically the more information you ask for, they're usually the more serious the lead is, right? So these would be any leads in this stage is basically a requested call. They're hot leads. They've provided information about their business, and we've even let them know in our funnel, like, hey, we're going to contact you to go over your custom funding plan. So they're expecting a call. So I always tell my clients, any leads, anybody in this stage right here is a good lead waiting to be contacted, right? So you want to go down the list and start contacting them. Now, here's an example of where we might lose an opportunity. Lose a sale is if they give us a wrong number, right? But what's really cool about having a smart CRM is I can move people into the stage. So let's say I contacted this person to go over their funding plan. It was a wrong number. Well, usually people will just throw those leads away, but I don't really like throwing leads away. So I can move this person into the wrong number stage. So one, I know I can see how many people have given me a wrong number very, very easily. But also, I can have the system now send a series of emails to this person saying, hey, we tried to contact you about the XYZ thing that you requested. It looks like you accidentally gave us the wrong number. What's the best number to reach you? Reply with the best number or click here to book an appointment, whatever, right? So that's the power of that. We could send that automatically, and we could send as many emails as we want automatically. Like, how much time is that going to save you over the long run, not having to manually follow up with people when these types of things happen? All right, so there's contacted and not contacted. There's appointment booked. Here's another potential lost opportunity if someone doesn't book an appointment. So we can send emails and text messages to people trying to reschedule the appointment. Maybe we send an internal notification to a virtual assistant or a front desk manager saying, hey, this person didn't show up for the appointment. Can you call and reschedule them, right? I'm going to show you how to do all that in a minute, but I'm just giving you an example here of how we have the pipeline laid out. So we got everything about the application, in underwriting, approved but lost, not approved, deal funded, credit repair, et cetera, right? So this is just an example of like all the stages from start to finish for this particular type of business. But that's what you want to start thinking about is what are those different stages from start to finish that people go through, and what are the holes that need to be plugged? Where can I lose the opportunity to make a sale, and put that into your pipeline so you can create an automation around it by simply moving people into that stage. So you're staying organized, number one, you're staying organized with your leads, but two, you're sending out automatic communication. Can't tell you how powerful that is, guys. So let me show you how to create this really quick inside of HighLevel. It's very easy. So we're on the Opportunities tab. We're going to go to Pipelines. We're going to create a new pipeline. I'm just going to call it Test. And right here is where you're going to put all your stages. All right, so go ahead and write out all the different stages and potential for lost opportunities. All right, we'll just do opt-in for now on this one. We'll do appointment booked, and I'm just adding stages here. Maybe there's a appointment no-show. All right, closed, etc. All right, so you just keep adding all of your stages, and you can reorganize them with these arrows here. All right, so you can always add to this later. And you're going to click Save. I'm going to cancel it for now because I have plenty here. All right, we're going to go back to Opportunities, and you can also have multiple pipelines, guys. You see this little drop down here? So if you have different products, different services within your business, and you don't want to bunch everybody together, you can create separate pipelines for all that if you want to help you stay even more organized. It's totally up to you. All right, but it's really as simple as that for creating a pipeline. Now, before I show you some of the automations that you can create around this, I do want to show you some other neat features that I think are very important with this Smart CRM. And it's important for staying organized and just making sure that none of your leads fall through the cracks, right? It's just another thing you can do. So you'll see that we have a contact card here. And basically, this is created. I'll show you an example here using the automation here in a second. But essentially, what happens is whenever somebody fills out a form to get one of our lead magnets, funding checklist, toolkit, funding plan, whatever, it's going to automatically create a contact card for this person. All right. And we can drag and drop that contact card wherever we want in the pipeline. All right. That's great. But what we can also do is click on the contact card, and a window pops up with all their information right here, right? But I want to point your attention here to the left-hand side where it says tasks and notes. Very simple features, but often underutilized, overlooked. All right, if we click on notes, I always recommend having this open when you're on the phone with a client, prospect, whatever. Have this note section open and just document the conversation, summarize it. All right, and you just type it in here. You can click add note. All right, whoops. I'll just show you the one that I already have here. You can see it's time stamped. You can even come in and edit the note if you make a mistake or you want to add something to it. But obviously, this is going to help you remember things that you spoke about last time. It makes you seem more professional. It's less stressful for you trying to remember what the heck you talked about last time. Not to mention, it can absolutely help you close more sales, guys. Because if you bring something up from a month ago, maybe they were planning a family trip, and you contact them, it just so happens to be like 2 days before their trip, and you ask them about that. Hey, last time we spoke, you said you were going on a family trip here. You guys ready for that? Are you still going? You can't tell me that is not going to build a massive amount of trust and rapport and take the relationship with that client and prospect to the next level. Like, you can't tell me that's not beneficial. Right, so make sure you're using notes, and also set tasks. So this really helps make sure, again, that your leads aren't falling through the cracks. So if someone tells you, hey, I am going on that family trip, but I am interested. I just let's speak. Just give me a call next week, Monday at 4. Of course, you could just book an appointment, but there's also tasks that you can use here. I'll just do test follow up for the title, and then the description would be, what are you following up about? All right, and then we set a date here. Maybe it's next week. We could set the time. I don't know, maybe we do 1:27 p.m. Next week. All right, we'll click add task, and all of your tasks are on your dashboard. They're also under the contacts tab here. All right, so we click on tasks right there, or I prefer to just go to the dashboard here. I recommend that this be one of the first things that you check when you log into the system, like, hey, what are my follow-up tasks for today? All right, and you can see right here, okay, so let's say this task is due. We're going to click it. It opens up their contact profile. Here's what we're following up about. Here are the notes. All right, this is what we talked about last time. Great. Okay, we had a conversation. Great. Let me complete that task, and let's create another one, right? So really, really neat feature here, guys. Tasks and notes within the pipeline. So, all right, let's get to the good stuff where we're going to create these automations for the different stages in our pipeline. I'm just going to give you a couple of examples, some different actions that you can take. I'm not obviously going to create all these workflows and whatnot. I've done plenty of videos on lots of different workflows that you can create. I'll link to my HighLevel playlist down below if you want to check it out. But honestly, these things aren't very difficult to build. You just have to practice. That's all, because the workflow builder is actually very easy to use. So under automation here, we're going to click on create workflow. Let's start from scratch. Okay, let's go ahead and give it a name. We definitely want to stay organized with all of our automations, just in case we need to make changes and we want to add stuff to it later. So I'm going to do test, I don't know, Smart CRM 1, whatever. All right, but basically you would want to name this whatever the stage is that you're building the automation for. So if it's, opt-in, if it's wrong number, appointment booked, appointment no-show, application sent, whatever it is, make sure that's what you name it. Okay. Now the trigger is going to be very easy when it comes to creating automations for a smart CRM. We're usually going to use the same trigger for this. So it's usually going to be pipeline stage changed. Okay. And then we're going to add a filter and we're going to choose our pipeline. So we're going to select in pipeline. All right. So we're select the pipeline you just created. We're going to add another filter and we're going to choose the stage this time. And like I said, let's say we're creating this for the wrong number stage. All right, save trigger. Cool. Now the next thing we need to ask is, what do we want to happen when a prospect or client is put into this stage? Do we want to send an email, text message? Do we want to send a notification to a team member, to ourselves? Do we want to create a note on their contact profile? Do we want to, I don't know. There's lots of different things. And actually, you know what? Let me just, let me show you here. So we're going to click on the plus sign and there's all of these different actions, guys. Now, when you look at this, you might think, holy crap, this is way too much. Trust me, it's like, I understand it's a lot. All right. But you're not going to use all of these. They're not all going to apply to your business. And what I tell people is if you come in here and you just practice for 30 minutes a day for the next 30 days, you're going to get pretty proficient with the HighLevel workflow builder, and you would be amazed at what you can build. It is incredible, guys, and it is absolutely worth the learning curve. All right, we can modify a contact engagement score. So wouldn't it be nice to know exactly who your hottest leads are in your sales process at any given time? You can do that. And I've done training, a couple of different trainings on this, guys, with the contact engagement score. It is awesome. But in this example, if someone gave us a wrong number, probably means they're not the greatest lead. So we might reduce the contact engagement score in that case. We could do that, right? Let's see, we could add to notes. We could say, so this will automatically create a note on the contact profile. Let's see, provided the wrong phone number. All right, if we, stuff like this is like with the notes is usually good. If you have multiple team members, working clients and prospects and stuff like that. So you can add notes here. You can add a contact tag. All right. So maybe every once in a while you want to do an email blast to all of the people that gave you a wrong number, and you want an easy way to find those people. Right? You can go to contacts, search a tag really quick. These are all the people that gave us the wrong number. Let's send them an email and see if we can't get any business from them. Why not do that? Like, how long would that take? Not very long, right? So we can create a contact tag here that says provided wrong number. And then you would click add new tag here, save action, and there'd be a tag now, right? I do want to show you, so if we type in create update opportunity, this is more like if you want to automatically move people within your pipeline, you can do that as well. Obviously, your trigger would be a little bit different. It might be form submitted or clicked on an email or something like that. You can move people to different stages automatically with this action, creator update opportunity. So again, we would just select our pipeline and select the stage. Let's say they sent us the application, we received it, and we want to automatically move them into application received. We can do that, right? We do, I usually, for the opportunity name, I'll put their full name. Okay, save, and you're good to go. So you can automatically move people in your pipeline with that action. All right. Obviously, we can send text messages. So if we type in send SMS, all right, in this case, well, it wouldn't apply to the wrong number workflow. This is the wrong number. They're obviously not going to receive a text message, but these concepts apply to all of the different stages in your pipeline. So maybe we move someone into application sent and we want to send them a text message saying, hey, first name. Let's see here. Or another really good one in our pipeline is when they're in underwriting, because sometimes obviously with financing, underwriting can take a while. So we don't want to not communicate with our prospects and clients during for extended periods of time. So we want to provide updates throughout the sales process when possible. So maybe they just hit underwriting and we put them into that stage and say, hey, first name, just wanted to let you know that your application for funding has just reached the underwriter's desk. Right. And then maybe I go into a little bit more detail about what to expect next and how long it's going to take. And, I'm going to stay on top of them to get this done as soon as possible. I'll call you with an update here in the next couple of days or something like that. Right. Again, this is just, we're automatically staying in touch with our prospects. The more touch points we can have with our clients, the more likely and prospects and leads, the more likely they are to do business with us and actually become a client and customer. All right. So we could save that action. All right. Obviously, we could send emails. Now, I've done an entire training on how I like to send emails in HighLevel. I will link that down below. Make sure you check that out because I don't usually do it this way, but I'm just keeping this very simple for now. Usually what I'll use are these email templates that I will create. That's a different training. It's in the marketing tab on the dashboard, and then you go to email templates, whatever. It's the same thing as like writing an email. It's just an extra step, but I find it to be more effective. So I'll usually, I'll select the template that I've created. There's the email. It automatically populates all this good stuff. All right. And then we save. All right. So if you want to learn about how I send emails in HighLevel, check the training out below. All right. But let's see. So we've got text message, emails. Let's say we want to send an internal notification to a team member or maybe ourselves that, maybe it's like a front desk manager, a virtual assistant saying, hey, let's say maybe we're doing one for the appointment no-show stage in our pipeline. We could automatically notify a team member to reach out to that person to try and get them to reschedule that appointment. So type of notification would be an email. Right. For the from name, I usually put my first name dash my company name. And then the from email is going to be whatever email address you connect to the HighLevel system. Again, that's a different training, but it's pretty easy to get it set up. Just search for my HighLevel email setup video on YouTube. Mine usually pops up at the top. But anyways, the user type, I usually do custom email. And then whatever the email address is of the person that you want to send this notification to, you're going to type that in. And then maybe we name it new appointment no show, right? So that the person knows what this is about. All right. We can use these custom values right here. Contact full name did not show up for their appointment. Please contact immediately to reschedule them. Okay. And then we can also include their email and their phone number right there. All right, so now our team member has the information they need. Maybe we also, we can include their appointment time as well. So let's go back. Let's go to appointment, start date and time. All right, so, and then we could put original appointment. All right, just so they have that. You don't have to do to provide this, but I'm just showing you what's possible here. All right, we save that. I gotta fill all that out. I'm not gonna do that. But anyways, you can send internal notifications to team members like, hey, contact this person about XYZ. Contact them about completing the application, about getting the signature, whatever it is, guys. At the end of the day, like there's so many cool things that you can do with this. You just have to come in and practice. Like come in, see the different triggers that you can utilize. The triggers for this training are pretty easy. It's going to be pipeline stage changed. because we're building that smart CRM. You could also trigger AI. I should mention that as well. So if I do conversation AI right here, HighLevel has their own AI bot as well. Pretty sweet. So this is more advanced. I'm going to be coming out with more training on all the AI stuff here pretty soon. But anyways, the sky is pretty much the limit when it comes to what you can create inside of the HighLevel system for this kind of stuff. So I hope that was helpful. If you guys have any questions, drop some comments down below. Like I said, at the end of the day, you just got to get in and practice, check out the different actions that you can implement inside of these workflows. And I'm telling you, you could build a very robust smart CRM pipeline in not that much time and really help you stay organized with all your leads, make sure you're staying in constant communication with them. And ultimately, it's going to help you close more sales in your business, which is what we want. So anyways, I hope you guys are crushing it, and I will talk to you in the next one. To your success, Matty Ice is out.